In the Boston Celtics up against Steve Nash and the Los Angeles Lakers. And the first quarter's just about ready to get going. Let's get out to Los Angeles with our guy, Kevin Harlan.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Boston Celtics come in for this one. Welcome to Los Angeles, home court advantage for the Lakers. We are live at the Staples Center. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, joined as always by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Bradley and Pierce fill out the wings. Garnett out there with Green, and it's Terry in at the point. And for the Lakers, the star-studded backcourt of Nash and Kobe. Earl Clark is out there with Howard, and it's world peace at its small forward.
Well, you knew that Dwight Howard had his days in Orlando numbered. That was clear. You just didn't know where he would end up. But his move for this team definitely was the big story of the offseason. That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
Well, getting back to Howard again, I mean, anytime you have a chance to get probably the best center in the league, it's a huge deal, and I think you just go for it. You do whatever it takes to get him. So I think this is a coup. I mean, Howard's had his problems. He had the back issue last year, all the controversy as he tried to get out of Orlando. But in the end, this guy is a monster, the best defensive player in the NBA, and really right in his prime.
Now, here's Nash. Dishes it to Clark. It's stolen by Green. Terry outside. Over Howard. Nice shot by Terry. Here's Kobe.
It's kind of a weird start to the playoffs last year for Boston. Rondo gets suspended early, but the Celtics were able to get past the Hawks as they matched up as the 4 and 5 seeds, and the Celtics actually did not have home court advantage in that series.
True, right. Lakers shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Well, you take a look back to last year, guys. This is a club that converted about 76% of its free throws.
Nash against Terry. Nash kicks to world peace. Over Pierce. And world peace with the basket on the assist by Nash. You know, Clark, you wonder how the Celtics would fare as an older team and shortened season, the compacted window of games, so many games crammed into 1 week. You just weren't sure how much gas they had in the tank come playoff time, Steve. But as it showed, they won a couple series and made their way through.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive getting to the Eastern Conference Finals, taking Miami to 7 games. They had their chance, too. You know, up 3-2 in a home game, but LeBron and Miami were just too much.
The defense caught dozing off that time.
Well, those open dunks, pretty high percentage.
Yeah, you're not going to miss many of those. I mean, this is really a poor defensive effort.
Now, here's Green. Pass to Bradley. Gets the bucket. Bradley's got his first points of the night.
If he gets a glimpse of an opening, he's going to take it right to the rim.
Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers.
They are going up against arguably the toughest center the NBA has to offer in Dwight Howard. One problem that Howard poses is his ability to send shots away on the defensive end. He told his players to be fearless and not think twice about taking shots, saying, "A lot of the D Howard plays is mental. He just has shooters second-guessing. He might have them third-guessing, guys."
Thanks, Doris. For three, the shot by Pierce will not go. Lakers have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Back to Kobe. Right side, Kobe. 6 to shoot. Clark, the pass to Nash. Shoots over Bradley. That's good from Nash on the assist by Clark. Clark's got 3 assists now in this one.
What I love about Doc Rivers, the Celtics head coach, is the consistent message he has for his team. Defense, share the ball, trust your teammates. And that's what that club is all about.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Nash dishes to Kobe. And then Bennett dunk.
Great finish there, Kevin. Took it strong to the cup.
Yeah, an aggressive two-handed jam.
And that's the kind you like, especially in traffic. You got to make sure.
You know, Steve, you look at the success the Celtics have had. Rivers was there back when the team wasn't so great, and the organization stuck with him, and now he is stuck with them.
I think that's a credit to the Celtics organization, Kevin, because so often NBA teams fire their coaches when things go badly, but Rivers didn't have any talent back then. Once he got some talent, everybody realized what a great coach he was because he's put them together. They've been consistent and unified, and he does such an amazing job of communicating to his team and motivating them. That's why they've been on this long run.
That's good.
That mid-range jumper, just another one of his weapons.
Nash kicks to Howard. Shoots from 14. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got his 5th assist in this one. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
You know, with the Lakers, it's all about winning titles. Anything else is considered a disappointment, and they were tested early, though.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Pau Gasol is checked in for Howard. Jamison comes in for Earl Clark. Darius Morris is checked in for Metta World Peace. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Steve Nash. And a new group in for the Celtics. Brandon Bass is checked in for Garnett. Sullinger comes in for Jeff Green. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. And it's Barbosa in for Jason Terry. Here's Lee outside. The rebound by Blake. We go back to that matchup for the Lakers against Denver. Kobe's illness. He had the stomach flu, Artest out with the suspension. Metta World Peace, you know, had gotten the late regular season suspension with the elbow to the side of the head of James Harden. Steve, they were certainly facing their struggles.
Yeah, and those struggles caught up to them in the next round, Kevin, when they lost to the Oklahoma City Thunder, a younger, more talented team winning in that one. So for the Lakers, you know, moving forward, they've got a lot of talent, but it's aging talent. And sooner or later, they're going to have to get younger on that roster. That's a look that he'll never pass up, the one he'll usually never miss.
The shot by Kobe, no good. Celtics trail by 7. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pierce for 3. Lee kicks to Bass. So both teams making some changes here. Outside, Green. The pass to Bradley. On the wing, Terry. Over Nash. And there's Jason Terry on the assist by Bradley. 5 seconds left to play in the first. To the middle. Deflects the pass. They're scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
And they're really keying in on getting as many good shots inside the lane as possible. They're doing a nice job of not just settling for outside looks.
Yep, I agree. I mean, they're working it inside and doing it with intention and purpose.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Jared Sullinger is out there with Green. Then it's Lee, and there's Terry, and it's Garnett in at the center, walking down the middle. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, I think it's accurate to call the Dwight Howard situation a saga, and it has, at least for the moment, calmed down. A trade to the Los Angeles Lakers has now thrust them squarely into the championship picture. First, the acquisition of star point guard Steve Nash, and now the best center in the league. The tough Western Conference just got tougher. Kevin?
The story of the offseason, no question. Thank you, Doris.
Went for the two-hand throw down there, needed safety and power.
That's how you do it.
Yep.
No, nothing fancy, but he finished with force.
The Sprite replay really gave you a good look at the action. Tipped. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Lee, he gathers. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, as much as anybody in the league, Pierce is able to hit the tough contested shots. And I think that's because of his strength and his skill level and his ability to knock defenders off balance before rising up and making his jump shot.
And, you know, you said earlier the big buckets down the stretch. Pierce always ready to do that. In the deciding moments of a game, that's when he really separates himself and deserves the moniker, the truth.
And strong with the one-handed jam.
This is Kevin Harlan. Reached up high and brought it down hard.
Well, that's how you do the dunk. That's for darn sure.
And that's how you call it.
You guys are crazy. And, of course, the Lakers shipped off Lamar Odom before last season started. And just got a late first-round pick from Dallas in return. Not exactly what you would expect in terms of a player of Lamar Odom's caliber. You'd think they could have done better with that deal.
Look at that effort. Does he set a great example out there or what?
On plays like that, he does. Sure. What work on the offensive glass we see with him.
Yeah, that was awesome. Put back with the slam. Are you kidding me?
Now, here is Barbosa. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Here's Lee. Boston, no good that time either. The Lakers ended up being fine with how they played, but really, as you said, it seems like they missed out on getting more in return.
Yeah, the whole trade appeared to be sort of a panic move. I mean, they didn't play well early, but ultimately adjusted. And I think that trade definitely hurt them early last season.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
You know, the area where the Celtics started to struggle last year was winning games on the road. That's something they had done pretty well in previous seasons, but they were very inconsistent away from Boston last year.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Earl Clark's checked in for Howard. World Peace comes in for Antoine Jamison. And it's Nash in for Steve Blake. Bass's shot, good. Bass has got his first basket of the night. And for the Celtics, a lot of those close ones they were used to being able to pull out on the road seemed to go, Clark, I think, the other way last season.
They sure did, and all those losses added up as they ended with a road record of 15 and 18, Kevin. Those 15 wins, the lowest of any playoff team in the East, except for the Knicks.
Some changes for Boston. Sellinger's checked in for Bass. And it's Lee in for Paul Pierce. Bradley, and the shot is good. Bradley's got his second basket of the night.
You know, those types of high percentage shots, Kevin, should be a big part of what they do going forward.
It's Gasol missing.
Well, it was an eventful season for Pau Gasol a year ago. Almost got traded before the season started for Chris Paul. The NBA rescinded the deal, and Pau then went on to play for the Lakers the remainder of the season, but did not make the All-Star team.
Shot's good by Kobe. Kobe's got 4 points this quarter.
And he knows how to finish when he gets that close to the hoop.
Terry gets to Green. Over Clark. Green, no luck. Going back to Powell last season, it wasn't just the one trade that got overturned. It was constant trade rumors all season long. Kobe, Clark came out and said, you know, either trade him or don't trade him, but don't keep putting his name out there because it's disruptive to the team. He said that halfway through the season. They eventually kept him, of course. I think it weird on everybody, but obviously Clark it weird on him.
Yeah, it did. It had to, man. That's tough. It's hard not to have it wear on you a bit. The Lakers weren't getting a ton of production outside of their big three, and you know, sometimes in a situation like that, it can make sense to trade one of your very good players, but the fact that they were undecided and it didn't happen, and it was just kind of hovering, didn't do anybody any good.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Gasol. Jamison comes in for Earl Clark. And Darius Morris subs in for Kobe. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, the Celtics have been one of the top teams in the East, but there is a line of thinking saying they're too old to still contend for a title. Be careful writing them off, though. Last season, they became the first team in 28 years to make the conference finals after sitting with a record under 500 at the All-Star break. Kevin, this team knows how to bounce back.
Such a terrific turnaround. Thanks, Doris.
And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot.
Barbosa kicks to Bass, defended by Nash. Bass passes to Barbosa. And again, it's Boston converting.
It looks like he's finding his touch now because the shots are starting to fall.
Nash drives in. Back to World Peace. A rebound by the Celtics. Pierce has got his third rebound on the night. World Peace, good.
Well, it's been back and forth. Really good battle here.
Yeah, real strong battle, guys, and it looks like it may come down to which team has the ball last as far as who wins.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. Lakers lead by 1.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And everything is in place and ready to go on the halftime show for this Wednesday night. At Staples Center, the Lakers in a close one against Boston. A nice job of sharing the rock, making plays for one another offensively. We've seen Kobe in top form. He's got a dozen points and some nice plays offensively, getting the assists going.
And now we return to the action here at the Staples Center in the heart of downtown L.A.
Kobe having just a fantastic game. 12 points and also a block shot. How about the way he dominated that first half? I mean, offensively, he carried it.
I don't see how he can possibly maintain that level of play in the second half, but we'll see.
So with Gasol on the bench, here's the 5 for Mike D'Antoni right now. On the perimeter, it's Kobe Bryant in Meta World Peace. Howard is out there with Earl Clark, and it's Nash in at the point.
Staples Center was just an unwelcoming venue all around last season, and the Lakers did their part by defending the home court not only with pride, but passion too.
Now here's Kobe. 12 points for him. The rebound by Jeff Green. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. He dishes it to Pierce. Puts it up. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Lakers always tough, as you mentioned, Clark, here at home. And last year, no different. Ended up 26-7 here inside the Staples Center. Was a big part, Steve, of why they were able to win the Pacific Division.
Well, any team that is a serious championship contender, Kevin, is going to control its home floor. And the Lakers, despite the fact that they lost in the conference semifinals, they were a contender, and they controlled their home floor pretty much all season long.
And Kobe, here we go. Kicks to Howard. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. Kobe's got 3 assists now in this one. Now a timeout called by Boston.
I'll tell you, it had been some time coming. But really last year, the dominant core that the Celtics had been built around started to show their age at times.
Kobe against Bradley. Back to Green. Pulls it from the elbow. Good on the shot. Green's got 10 points. And the Celtics, Steve, as you mentioned, they seem to realize that their window was closing as the team got older. And Clark, there is some age on there, and hopefully they can navigate that and play a few more years together.
Yeah, well, at the trade deadline, they explored a lot of options to maybe try to get younger to bring some youth in, but they decided to stick with it. Had a strong playoffs, and now a new-look roster. Some new pieces, but still equipped to compete.
Yeah, he's so focused, so concentrated with his effort, and it takes a great defender to bother him. And even then, when you contest the shot, he still has a knack for making them.
And he's also a guy, Steve, whose confidence is not very easily shaken. That's an important quality to have. He'll miss a few shots in a row, but they're not going to cause him to doubt himself. Not in the least.
And the Lakers with some changes. Saul comes in for Earl Clark. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Steve Nash. The Celtics also changing it up. Brandon Bass is checked in for Garnett. Sullinger comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Lee in for Avery Bradley.
Boy, this is a shooting exhibition, guys. I mean, he's not wasting any of his chances.
You know, when you think about the history of the Lakers, obviously some phenomenal talent, Jerry West, Magic Johnson. You know, you can talk about the big fella with the sky hook, but Kobe Bryant, I mean, you could make the argument that he is the greatest Laker of all time. Think about that.
Wow. The Celtics had gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Pierce with it, picked up by World Peace. And the basket by Pierce. The Lakers trail. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little over 3.5 minutes gone by. Howard and blocked. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retaining possession. Some changes for the Lakers. Antoine Jameson's checked in for Howard. And it's Nash in for Steve Blake. And then for Boston. Kevin Garnett is checked in for Bass. Avery Bradley comes in for Paul Pierce. And it's Barbosa in for Jason Terry. But he gets it back. Bradley can't get it to go.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Hammers it home.
That was a hole punch jam there, Kevin.
A nice finish.
Yeah, you got to love the way he just capped off that strong move.
Lakers trail by 4. Big thought there, Steve, on Kobe Bryant. I tend to agree, potentially the greatest Laker of all time. Clark, what do you see it?
Well, I'd have to put him right there at the top of the heap. I mean, they've had such a storied history of great players. But Kobe would be, in my mind, at the top of the list.
Barbosa kicks to Bradley. Garnett, the screen. Bradley dishes to Garnett, and he converts the layup. Garnett's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, they are really getting chewed up inside here. I mean, that's 8 of the last 10 points they've given up inside, in the paint.
Yeah, and the paint should be sacred ground for a defense. I mean, you can't let anybody just trot in there and get an easy bucket.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Gasol. Clark comes in for Antoine Jamison. And Darius Morris subs in for Kobe. Boston, no good that time either. The Lakers have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Nash against Bradley. Nash kicks to world peace. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Kobe's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Morris. Offensive rebound. Here's Clark. He kicks it to Howard. Second chance shot. Good. Howard's got 10 points. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Shot by Terry, no good.
They may have to start looking for some other options because he's really struggling out there.
Morris with the ball. Now Green defending. Nash gets a screen from Howard. Nash drives in. No good from Clark.
So hard not to go for it when you see that chance at the alley-oop.
Bet he wishes he hadn't, though.
Here's Bradley. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. He's got 8.
Well, good job finding a little opening in the defense and burying the jumper.
And here's Kobe. He beats the buzzer with a fantastic shot.
Major guts right there, fellas. I mean, that's what it takes to bury a big shot like that. You got to be confident and composed.
Yep. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Celtics out in front. They lead by 2. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And now our sideline reporter Doris Burke has a report on our Sprite uncontainable game. Hi, Doris.
Guys, well, it was the stretch by the Celtics that garners the uncontainable game today. As the game has worn on, they have stepped up their intensity defensively, their best quarter being the third. That's the difference right now as they look to finish this game off.
Okay, Doris, thanks. That scoring run, guys, was pretty key in this game so far, don't you think?
Yeah, very much so, Kevin. I mean, that was like a runaway train there for a while. No stopping them. That really blew the game open.
Well, you bet it did. I mean, when you've got one team in such terrific offensive rhythm and the other guys on their back feet, tentative, hesitant, it almost always leads to runs like that.
And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Barbosa is out there with Lee. Then there's Green. Then it's Brandon Bass. And it's Sellinger in at the 4. Blake passes to world peace. That's good.
Right, you just see them taking it strong into the paint over and over again.
Yeah, that really seems to be the strategy, partner. I mean, pound it inside.
Puts it up from 12. And Green gets it to go. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
This is a very steady performance offensively for him.
And Kobe, here we go. He feeds it to Clark. All sorts of time. No luck. And it's Boston the other way.
That's a tough one there because he's wide open. That's a shot he expects to make.
Here's Lee. Rebound the Lakers. Clark's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Blake dishes to Kobe. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Bradley. Bass takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
He's a bit short for the power forward spot, but his great leaping ability more than makes up for it.
I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Mike D'Antoni gave to his team during that break. He told them to stick with what's worked to this point, saying, listen, they're giving us all the space we need inside. Let's take advantage of it. Keep working the ball inside the paint.
Dwight Howard. He's checked in for the Lakers. Nash comes in for Steve Blake. Kobe goes in over Terry. And again, the Lakers no good. Celtics leading by 4. Outside Pierce. Here's Garnett. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Now they've got to offer more resistance inside. Just too many easy buckets in the paint.
Yeah, Steven, that's the top priority for any defense. You got to protect the paint.
Stolen by Terry. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Lead running. And he throws it down with one hand.
Costly mistake at the other end to set up that fast break.
That's what you want to do after a turnover. Push the ball up the floor and strike quickly.
Here's Howard. It's stolen by Green. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Here's Pierce. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Kobe with it. He's picked up by Lee. And that's good. Kobe Bryant for the triple. Kobe's got 23.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he's finding it very difficult to score here in the fourth.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Garnett kicks the lead. Celtics passing it around. Here's Terry. The shot misses. Good D by Howard. Kobe, the pass to Howard. In for the dunk.
Exclamation point right there, guys. That was a strong throw-down finish.
It was, and a little extra face time as he eases off the iron.
Well, it's about self-preservation, guys. Sometimes that's the safest route. Make sure you don't have any bodies or feet or ankles below you, and then calmly let yourself down to the floor.
Lee dishes to Terry. There's the triple. Gets it to go.
Well, it took him a long time to get that three-point range. Maybe this will get him going.
Kobe goes in over Lee. From 6 feet out, he nails it. 25 points for Kobe Bryant.
I think he's done his part to try to keep him in this game. It's been a solid effort from him, guys.
And it's set back by Garnett. Now Terry. Lee kicks to Pierce. Over Howard. The shot by Pierce will not go.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
It's Nash with the drive. In low to Howard. Goes up. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Now just a 2-point Celtic lead.
3 straight buckets in the paint. They're making it look effortless.
Well, speaking of effortless, you'd like to see a little more out of the defense. So how about trying, guys?
Meta World Peace, he's checked in for the Lakers. Celtics also with a sub. Bradley's checked in. 1:21 left to play in the final quarter. And Nash, here we go. Nash right side. Gasol, guarded by Green. Gasol kicks to Howard. Gets it to go. Howard's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, they keep going right back to the paint, and who can blame them? I mean, they're getting it done in there.
Yeah, 3 of their last 5 buckets, guys, have come from inside the lane area, so I'd expect them to continue to go inside right at the defense.
Terry with it, guarded now by Nash. Kobe with the steal.
You know, that was all about anticipation. Just reading that play beautifully and coming away with the steal.
Gasol kicks to Nash. Outside, Kobe. Clock at 6. It's good. This game is all even.
One after the other, Kobe taking care of business.
We've got 28 seconds left in the game. Terry against Nash. Terry the pass to Garnett. Feeds it to Bradley. Pierce covered by World Peace. Clock at 4. Boy, that was a big shot.
And that one just flattened this crowd, Kevin.
Yeah, nothing you can do as a fan after a shot like that. Just shake your head.
Kobe dishes to Gasol. It's good. This game is all even.
And my goodness, that one got him going.
Did it ever? They're on cloud nine.
What an atmosphere here. This is incredible.
Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After 4 quarters, a stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams and these few minutes of basketball pan out. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Boston. Bradley and Pierce fill out the wings. Green is out there with Garnett, and it's Terry in at the 1. Nash kicks to Howard. Jams it with authority.
You know, his performance has been so important to this team. He's as dependable as ever, guys.
Terry, that's a 2. Rebound by Kobe. Kobe's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the inside, Clark. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Well done, finishing that one off.
And it's Green with the jam. Overtime still getting started here, just about a minute in. Nash, the pass to World Peace. Launches a 3. Nash can't get it to go. And the Celtics shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Here's Terry looking to get back on track here. Gets it to go.
Looked like he may have been showboating a little bit at the end of that one.
Nash dishes to Howard. Kevin Garnett with the steal. And the basket by Pierce.
Well, they continue to be sloppy with the ball, and they're shooting themselves in the foot right now.
Yeah, it's hard enough to win in this league, Steve. I mean, you can't afford careless mistakes if you're going to be a winning team.
Kobe kicks to Howard. The shot from the low post is good. Howard's got 22.
And the shootout continues.
Trading buckets both ways. I mean, offense definitely the focal point for these teams.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane. He was not to be denied that time, guys. Fought his way to the glass and came up with the points.
Backing down is Bryant. They double team Howard. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Way too loose on that inbounds pass.
Pau Gasol's checked in for Earl Clark. Terry against Nash. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Steve Nash. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, the Lakers. Terry with it. Guarded now by Nash. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
That's a hard pass to make when the defense has that many people in the paint.
But they'll get another chance. Fires the 3. Outside for Kobe. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That's good.
Big-time shot.
Really clutch.
Kobe's got a nice 4 of 8 shooting from outside and 3-point land. Nash against Terry. Pierce. Over World Peace. The shot by Pierce will not go.
And this is why you need size inside. The ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
But you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
In this situation, clock management crucial.
The second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Boy, that's huge. Big foul shots to get them the 3-point lead.
Three minutes gone now here in overtime. And so they foul intentionally. And he misses the first one. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Heaves it up. Off target. And so it's Boston scraping by.
77. The Celtics. 80.